Hey everyone, this is DCsan coming back to you again. Just wanted to give a quick follow-up for some of the comments and responses and replies that were left for myself or Akasan dealing with the Batman v Superman reviews. Yes, I do like DC properties. I'm a big fan of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman because they were the first three superheroes that were created and that I was introduced to as a kid. Does that mean I don't like Marvel? No, I love Marvel. I'm a huge Captain America fan. I like Spider-Man and a bunch of other characters. I like both properties. This particular video, we were talking about Batman v Superman, not anything Marvel related, so sorry there weren't enough Marvel comments. If it seemed that I was super serious and super focused on what was being said, partly is because I'm jet lagged. I've been going back and forth a lot, but that's no excuse. I enjoyed the Cinnamon Sins. They did come up with some good points. I, as a fan, would just like to hear something else being talked about. For example, how is it that Lois Lane could find out who Superman was with little to no resources, yet Batman took 18 months? That was kind of an annoyance because, I mean, Lex Luthor already knew, but Batman didn't know. He's the great detective. That's a fault in the movie that I really did not like because Batman's a fantastic character. For him to have the resources that he does, how come it took so long? Or even if you take out the fact that it took 18 months, how come he didn't know who Kal-El, aka Clark Kent, was? Or at least something in his background. Within that 18 months, he saw him saving people all over the world, but yet he still wanted to go on the, well, there's that 1% chance he could kill everybody. That felt weak to me. They could have gone on something else or just shorten the time span that it took. Hey, 3 to 6 months, all right, this guy's got to go. You know, disbelief. It's hard to take in. It is. Batman being a bit rough around the edges like Superman was. The version that Zack Snyder has given us where he is willing, he being Batman, he is willing to go over the line and kill people or mass murder people because that's basically what's happening, whether they be good or bad. It's hard for a lot of fans to take in because that's not what we're used to in the comic books. It's not what we've grown up with, whether it be on television or film. And I understand that. Though I say I didn't enjoy it as a movie, I enjoyed it as a movie. As a Batman fan, I feel mixed because I do understand some of my friends where Batman shouldn't kill, especially if he can avoid it or put people in danger. And same thing for any other superhero, whether it be Superman or Captain America, Iron Man, doesn't matter. There has to be some type of accountability. That's why we have these two movies, because basically they're based on the same principle. Civil War and Batman v Superman, it's what happens when one side has too much power. You know, it's frustrating because there's no perfect film. If there is, please introduce it to me. All films have faults because they're made by us, by man. We have flaws. Whether they're in our YouTube videos, they're at work, they're at home, it doesn't matter. But that's what makes us great, and that's what keeps us moving forward so we can get better at what we do and who we are. So some people do take some of the comments a little too personally, and I apologize for that. Even on my side, some of the comments were a bit harsh because it's like, well, I enjoyed it, so now I'm a fanboy because I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it as a whole. Do I like everything in the movie? Hell no, I don't. If I did, I would be blind. I'd be a blind fanboy, as some people have said. And I'm deeply sorry you feel that way. But I'm sure you'll go on with your life, as will I. When it comes to the Marvel movies, there's a lot of things that happen in Marvel movies that look great, and the writing has its holes. Same thing with DC. Do I wish DC properties would do better? Yes, definitely, but not just for myself, but for any fan of comic books in general, because it has taken a long time for us to get the budgets and the technology and the acting together so we can actually have these wonderful properties brought to the audiences to enjoy as a whole, as fans of new characters, old characters, new stories, old stories. You know, it's all interesting, and no one's going to get it right the first time, unfortunately. If they do, I'm happy. There are things that happen in the original Superman movies with Christopher Reeve that people didn't like, but it still was a good movie. He was a good actor and a really good Superman. If you don't like that movie, that's okay. No problem. Like I said, you will go on, as will time. Enjoy the movies for what they are. If your friend likes it, but you don't, agree to disagree. That's perfectly fine. But don't go out there and troll and bully people because it's just not kind. People aren't going to like the way that I'm putting that because if they don't agree with me, that's okay. And I appreciate that you don't agree with me because not agreeing on everything makes us who we are. And that's what makes us beautiful. So again, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Akasan, thank you for the advice. He also told me, hey, don't take it to heart. Don't take it personally. You know, it's just how some people are. And it is, and it's okay. But I'd be lying if I said I don't take some of it to heart because some of it feels like it's directed specifically at me as opposed to the topic at hand. And that's going to happen, and it's okay. But to the ones that feel that, I'm a salty DC fanboy, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm also a salty Marvel fanboy because I love comic books as they are. So, on that note, everyone have a great weekend and keep it super.